Strategizing your business shouldn't feel like teaching your cat Excel.
Seriously? That's the go-to-market report. Oh, great. Now the cat's CMO.
Features here, markets over there, competitors in some PDF nobody's opened since 2019. Total chaos.
Ugh. Did we actually pay someone for this?
Enter Business Mind Map Insights. One smart, visual map that actually makes sense of it all.
Finally.
Map your features, markets, benefits, and competitors. Drill down as far as you want, like individual functions for specific market segments.
Okay, that's actually smart.
Reports you can actually talk to, ask questions, refine insights, and save them instantly.
Oh, and it doesn't even cost my coffee budget.
Share with your team. Control access. Export anywhere, even directly into your favorite AI tools.
Please don't give Dave admin rights.
Business Mind Map Insights. From chaos to clarity in less than a minute. Best
decision ever.
So enough of the AI video hyperbole. Let's jump in and see a real life example. For this example, I'm going to be using appinstitute.com. So all I'm going to do is take the domain, I'm going to start the analysis, I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to start the AI process. It's going to look through that domain, try and understand the context of that business, and identify the business types. In this case, it's identified B2B SaaS, B2C SaaS, app development. So I think it's probably B2B is more accurate. So I'm going to remove that one. And maybe I'm also going to say no code platform as another option, which is kind of a feature of that business type. So I'm going to then continue, and maybe also SMEs, because that's the target audience. Add that one, and then continue on to features. And so, as you can see, the AI is doing some of the work for us, and we're kind of validating its work and also adding anything else. In this case, we're looking at the features of the business, and you can see it's identified that it's a no-code development, which is what it is. It's got templates, which is great. You drag and drop editor, push notifications. So it's got all of the kind of assets, and I'm sure there are more that we could add, but for the demonstration of this video, I'm going to just accept those and now jump over to market. And so it's going to look at, who are the target audience for this, who's types of customer. And again, it's nailed it. Restaurant owners, beauty salons, retail businesses, radio stations, all the types of businesses that are customers of App Institute. So again, now let's look at the benefits. So what are the benefits? The features we've identified, what are those benefits to the market that we've identified as well? So we can start looking at some of those high-level benefits, which we can use as value prop in our kind of further analysis. And again, we can see here, faster time to market. That's certainly true for a no-code app development platform. Improved communications, that's true for push notifications, etc. And many other elements. Again, we could refine, prune, add our own as we go through, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll leave them as they are. Of course, we can always add and change and monitor these later on in the mind map. This is just obviously the creation process, kind of the starter for 10, as it were. And here we go. Again, we've got a competitor identified of AppyPie. I'm going to add in Buildfire here, another competitor of App Institute, and now finish off the mind map. And so here we are in the mind map. You can see it's created all of the nodes that we kind of went through in the wizard, and all of the tags of the within those nodes are now created. And actually what we can do is we can select any one of these. So for example, let's take the no code development in features, and we'll see straight away that we've also got some context there as well. So it's not just no code development, but it's actually build mobile apps without writing any code, ideal for non-technical users. So we've expanded out that tag within the features for a broader context for our AI and for our insights. And we can start to generate those insights. For example, here we maybe want to deselect all of the features and maybe just focus on one specific one. In this case, maybe push notifications. And then we can also drill down and maybe choose a market, and again deselect and maybe just choose one of those, which is maybe restaurant owners. So now we've got our main business node here, which has got all the kind of overall intelligence of our business based on the competitors and the business type and features. In this case, we're doing some analysis on a specific feature of push notifications and restaurant owners. And so now, for example, we can look at what channels have we got to market for those specific selections. So it could be email or social, it could be content marketing, it could be paid advertising, it could maybe partnerships. For example, do we want to do a product hunt launch? In that case, I can select the product hunt launch, and it's going to craft, based on all the knowledge of the business, the perfect product hunt description, or at least a starting point for you to then refine. And again, using the platform, we can use AI to refine these outputs. What we can also do as well is being able to drill down, like we have here, to kind of get a specific segment and get laser focused on a particular feature, audience, maybe benefit as well. We could also start to produce some reports and insights, start to interrogate with AI with these interactive reports where we can select specific features of the report and dive into them. For example, let's choose the go-to-market for push notifications for restaurant owners. So here we can see we've got the initial report generated here, our go-to-market strategy specifically focusing around restaurant owners and the feature of push notifications, using that as part of the value prop. So we can see we've got this report here, and we can kind of scroll through this and find it. If we find a specific area that could be interesting, for example, competitive differentiation, we can select that area of the report. And now on the right-hand side, we can start to ask questions about that and kind of dive down further. And in fact, we'll also get some suggested questions. So in this case, we've got 6 suggested questions that we could ask about this specific segment of the report. And as we change the section of the report, the suggested questions change. And so we can, for example, we can say, hey, could we explain this in simpler terms? And so we could have like a synopsis there, or we could say, how do we differentiate from our competitors? And so again, we can get some further insight in there, and if it's something that we think is actually going to be valuable to the overall report, we can choose to add that further AI analysis into the report there. So we've got an expanding report. And any report that we create, obviously throughout this platform, there are lots of contextual relevant reports and insights. As you can see here in this cross section of the business that we've chosen, the AI has determined that these are the most relevant reports that would be pertinent, for us in terms of looking at the pain points and gap analysis, go-to-market risk analysis, for just broader AI insights, comparison analysis, looking at kind of competitors and focus strategy. And of course, all of this can either be further drilled down or further broadened, expanded, as well as, and then all exported. So this could be exported either in natural language or maybe for JSON that you could then use as instructions for other AI platforms or other platforms you're using that has an AI capability that requires instructions. This becomes a central place where you can start to share this. And like I say, we can really dive down from market strategies into insights, into go-to-market, all the way through to an email campaign. So there really is a huge amount of insight and values to be had from using and storing your business logic in this platform. And of course, don't forget that it's all about collaboration as well. You can start to invite your team into here so you can collaborate together. You can control it, whether you just want some members just to be a viewer, just to get access to that data, so you have a central repository from an organization perspective, or you can allow other people to collaborate as well as being editors or even admins of the mind maps you're creating. In terms of the platform itself, you can create any number of mind maps. You can simply click this button here and that will take you through the wizard and start again. I hope this video has been useful. I look forward to hearing your success stories with Business Mind Map Insights. Take care. Bye.